Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbuckle or Dylan. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you guys the best solo strategy for the Black Ops 3 remastered zombies map, Verruckt. I know that a lot of you guys have been out there looking for strategies for the new zombie chronicle maps, and I thought that because I play zombies a lot and have made it pretty far on all the maps, I would share with you guys the strategies that I've used that have helped me to do really well. So the first thing you want to make sure that you have straightened away before you even start the game is your gobble gums. Now I know a lot of you guys like to play local, so you don't have to worry about lagging out of the game or getting disconnected from Xbox Live. The only issue with that is that you're not able to use mega gobble gums, which are going to be very crucial on this map specifically. So if you are playing online, you are given the ability to use mega gobble gums. There are a few that I highly recommend that you use just so that you can do a little bit better and hopefully make it a lot farther. The first one is going to be crate power or wall power. I would definitely recommend crate power over wall power, but if you don't have a crate, then use the wall. Reason being, Verruckt is one of the few maps that doesn't have the pack-a-punch, and you definitely are going to need a pack-a-punch weapon, especially on this map. This map is not geared towards circle running, so you're definitely going to want to have an upgraded weapon so that you can camp those first 30-35 rounds out. You guys know how it is. Once you get on those higher rounds, it's a lot harder to kill zombies when you don't have any guns that are pack-a-punch. So crate power is a really good way to go. You also have a gobble gum that's going to allow you to have multiple perks. I always recommend Perkaholic. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of those. So if you have soda fountain or on the house, you want to be able to get those extra perks just to give you that advantage, whether it be to get Widow's Wine or stamina up so you can run faster. The next gobble gum that I recommend is Alchemical Antithesis. This is actually a necessity. You're definitely going to need this. If you don't know what this is, it's basically a free max ammo. It's not a mega gobble gum. You can have unlimited of these. You just have to be, I think, level 35, the highest level. But it is very good. You guys know it has 2 activations and it gives you, I think, a bullet for every 10 points that you get. So, you know, when using a gun like the Wonder Waffle or the Ray Gun Mark II, you're going to be able to replenish your ammo very easily, and it's basically 2 max ammos in one. The next thing that I recommend if you have it is a power vacuum. This map I would highly recommend power vacuums for, and the reason being is because it's very hard to run circles and to run trains. I say it's a lot easier on some of the other maps compared to this one, so if you want to camp for a while, power vacuum's the way to go. As a matter of fact, I camped in a corner until round 50. I didn't run a circle. The game that I made it to round 50, I didn't run around at all. I sat in a corner the entire game and made it to round 50 without going down, and I did have a couple power vacuums to help me out along the way there. But if you don't know what that is, it basically gives you like 100 max ammos a round. Tons of nukes, instant kills, death machines, you name it, it'll drop 30 of them per round, and you'll have a blast. You'll go a lot quicker than you would without it. The next thing you need to do before the game gets going, you need to spawn on Juggernaut's side. Reason being, we're going to camp for the first 30 to 35 rounds so that it's a lot easier on us than having to try to run. And the camping spot is on the other side. So if you don't spawn on the side of Juggernaut, you need to end your game and restart it. If you don't, then you're just going to throw yourself in a really crappy situation and make it a lot harder to make it further. So make sure you spawn on that Juggernaut side and you'll be good to go. You don't want to open that door on the other side of the power room because that's where we're going to be camping. The weapons that you're going to be using for this game are the Ray Gun Mark II for sure, the Draken for sure, and then for the first 30 rounds, I recommend running maybe a Dingo or a BRM. That way when you get instant kills or if you run out of ammo, you know, those guns are still good at this point in the game. I don't recommend having a Wonder Waffle until it's time to start moving. Once you open that door and you either start running a circle where the mule kick room is, or you decide to do the trap strategy where you run around the entire map and use the trap, I wouldn't get the Wonder Waffle until then, because honestly it's kind of just, it's going to be a waste of a space, and you're going to make it more likely for you to go down when you're camping, because you guys know it's not a thunder gun. You can put yourself down with it really easily, and it doesn't work as well as the thunder gun does. It's a lot more challenging to use. So I don't recommend the Wonder Waffle until probably round 30 plus, maybe 35, depending on how many power vacuums you have or how long you plan on sitting in a corner for. But be smart with it. Kind of work your way through the game and figure out when it would be best for you to get the Wonder Waffle, when you want to start running around. Perks, honestly guys, I recommend just about every perk in the game. Again, Widow's Wine is very good and very bad on this map. I'd say it's pointless at first, because if you're camping, you don't really need Widow's Wine. I mean, I guess it would help you. And then when you're trying to run a circle, I guess it would help you. But when you're trying to run this trap strategy where you're just trying to horde zombies around the whole map, getting hit by the Widow's Wine and then freezing is really going to screw you over. So it's kind of just you pick. I'd recommend using it for a while. If you start sucking or it really throws you off, then maybe go down on purpose and try to lose it. But I don't know. It's honestly personal preference. Pretty much every other perk in the game definitely recommends. Stamina up you're definitely going to need. But yeah, guys, you're pretty much going to need every perk. The last but not least thing is definitely the strategy that we're going to be using. So like I said, for the first 30 to 35 rounds, we're going to be camping on the other side of the power door there. This is probably, actually no, this is 100% the best spot to camp, right outside the kitchen there. All the zombies come through one door, and you have an escape route behind you. So it's the best spot to camp on the entire map. Again, I made it to round 50 sitting here. I didn't move once. I didn't run anywhere. I sat here till round 50. Granted, I had power vacuums, but I still put in work. But again, if you just get that ray gun Mark II, maybe a dingo, and definitely a Draken, and you have at least the ray gun or the Draken upgraded, you'll be able to sit there for a good while. Once you start getting overrun, once you get to a point where you start running out of ammo and you know that you need to move, there's two things that you can do. The first thing you can do is you can run circles in the mule kick room. Now, this can be very challenging at some points because if you didn't know, there is water that drops down from the ceilings in that room. And when the water drops on your head, it kind of throws your screen off a little bit and might make it challenging to navigate around zombies coming from random directions. So that can kind of throw you off. But it's a very easy room to be able to run in circles. There's two exits. The stairs are kind of a shite show. It sucks trying to get out from the stairs. But again, there's two ways that you can run, and it's a big open room there, so it's a good spot to try to train zombies. The next thing that you can do, if that doesn't work out for you, you're not very good at running a circle there, you can do the trap strategy, where you kind of just sit in there in the trap room. You use the trap. Once the trap runs out, you want to run toward the power room, and you kind of just want to go slowly. It takes about 60 seconds for the trap to reset, so you need to save a little bit of time while you're moving across the map. But you can do that very easily, especially in that mule kick room. Run back and forth a few times, hoard them up, and then just slowly take them across the map. This strategy works really, really well. As a matter of fact, I think that pretty much every single person that's on top of the leaderboard has used this strategy to get to where they are. So the trap strategy is definitely a good way to go. Again, guys, sit in the trap room, guard the window. As soon as the trap runs out, like literally as soon as it runs out, you have to make a dash for that power room. There are zombies that come from in there, so be very, very careful. You might have to wait for a zombie to run through the door, or you might get trapped. But once you get through that power room, you're pretty much good to go. Hoard zombies, take them around, use the trap, and so on and so forth. Just run that over and over and over again. Anyway, guys, this is the strategy for Verruckt, the best solo strategy. You guys should be able to make it very, very far. There's no wondering how far I would have made it if I didn't end my game around 50. But I hope this works out really, really well for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next video.